is Homestead. My name is Megan.
I'm Tim.
And we're the Pagets. We wanted to start this channel to take you along in our journey as beginner homesteaders. You want to talk a little bit about how we got here?
Yeah, we were living in Ohio. We had a little farm, 5 to 6-ish acres. We had some animals. We had a few pigs. We had horses, some birds. Donkeys, yeah. And we just kind of decided, you know what, we really want to try to embrace the homestead lifestyle, and we didn't feel like where we were was going to be the right fit for that. So we decided we wanted someplace smaller in footprint, house-wise, but larger in acreage.
Yeah. And we just really want to learn how to help our animals thrive and help ourselves thrive by trying to live off the land, learn more about, really getting the best soil and adding to the environment through being self-sufficient. We're definitely not experts in this, but we're hoping to learn more along the way, and we feel like if you stay curious in this world and almost all things, then you can actually learn and grow and really do things you never imagined. We both did not come from, farming lifestyles or, even family members that had a ton of animals or livestock. So we're definitely not new to animals. We have had livestock, but we're definitely new to living off the land, having livestock to be self-sufficient. So we're hoping to really grow in that aspect. So we're going to take you through a video of our land when we first saw it to where it is now. And we hope that you like the page, subscribe, and follow along in our journey.
Yeah, we're definitely new to this, and we're, like Megan said, we're learning. But it's a challenge, but it's something that we feel like we're up to the challenge, and it's very fulfilling, even though it can be very difficult at times. And moving to an entirely different state adds a whole nother level of challenge to it, because we're not used to the lifestyle that they lead here in West Virginia.
Yeah.
It's definitely a lot slower paced. But that's also kind of what we're looking for. It's just trying to acclimate to that pace when you come from a faster paced society that we lived in.
Yeah, definitely adjusting our expectations of how fast things will get done and the just different environment in general. But we've been loving it so far. We've been here about a month, so we thought we would start this sooner rather than later, so you can see kind of all the trials and tribulations of trying to figure out how to do this. I don't know how to garden, so that's going to be interesting to learn how to do. So yeah, if you have any ideas on things that you want to see or questions for us, feel free to comment below. And we're really excited. We're new to YouTube too, and really like creating content, so hopefully the quality of our videos will get better too, as I see a fly on the camera right now. So thank you guys, and we can't wait to do more.
Enjoy our video and hope to see you. Comment, subscribe.
So now we'll show you what the property used to look like. Right here is where the pigs are now. And you'll see the overgrown brush and just really the lack of ability to see the property. And now here's some of the pasture where actually the horses are, and we're measuring out how to put up the fencing, or Tim is measuring out how to put up the fencing and how big we want it to be. Then here's the shelter. This used to be a closed-in barn, and Tim is going through just flattening out the surface. It's still a bit of a slope, so something we still want to work on is getting that a bit flatter. And there is semi-finished product. Getting closer, there was like a back alleyway in there, and now it's almost to where we have it now. Now you can see some lights and a gate on there, and then the pig shelter area kind of coming together. And then we're moving to the chicken area where we flattened that out quite a bit and just made it a little bit less of a slope so we could get down there to take care of them. And there's inside the coops as well. And some more of the pasture area. And then the pasture really coming together for the horses. And now we're taking you through what the property actually looks like to this day. Here is our bottom pasture. We're not really sure what we want to do with this quite yet. It does flood, I guess, a couple times a year. It's gotten better since the city has done some more work on the creek, and just a new bridge, I guess, was put in. So along this pasture is like the large creek, so you'll kind of see that coming up as well. Did see a snapping turtle here once. I haven't really seen anything other than deer down here. We're kind of thinking we might put the sheep down here. It just kind of depends how much we trust our temporary fence system. So we kind of have to figure that out before we're really ready to put any animals that far away from us and that close to the road, because this is a road that people go pretty fast on, and there's lots of wide turns and blocked turns, so something we definitely wouldn't want the animals to be running on. Now we're coming up to the bridge that will take you to our property. I guess this used to be a pretty rough bridge to get across. Luckily it was updated before we moved in, and then we had someone local kind of help us with some of the dirt work, and we had a little bit of gravel put in, but we're hoping as time goes on to put in more and more gravel. But gravel is very pricey here in West Virginia, as they have to haul it in from Ohio. On the right will be a pile of trash, and that's just kind of an example of really what we've been taking care of on this property. I think we had about 3 to 4 dumpsters full of trash that we found just kind of laying around the property that we've taken care of, and we're constantly still picking up trash that's coming out of the ground. So now we're coming up on the chicken coop area. This is pretty much how we want it. We want to do some more work around, cleaning up the brush, and so you can see there's a pond back there. You can't really see it because there's a lot of trees and just brush surrounding all of it. And even as we come back here, the property goes much farther, but you can't see it because it really just hasn't been maintained. So we're hoping that the sheep and potentially the pigs and cows will kind of clear a lot of this property up, especially if we can figure out a good rotational grazing system so that we can see the full potential of our property too. We're coming around to a shelter. We're assuming it might have been like for hay storage, because there's quite a bit of hay still in here. But we're gonna plan on cleaning this up, and then this could be a nice area to have like the cows, or potentially even sheep, or just any animals that we want over there, so they have some shelter from the sun or any of the weather. And as you can see up here, this is where some of the dirt was taken for the driveway, which was really nice to not have to haul in dirt, because dirt's pretty expensive too, which is pretty wild to think of. So we were able to use some of the dirt on our property to really kind of help with the driveway too. We'll probably need quite a bit more. So as we go up here, you'll see there's quite a bit of woods and some plans for the cows to be up here as well eventually. And this is kind of like a side area in our property. property, so we're not really sure what we're gonna do with this either. There's like a little natural spring that runs through it, so we might kind of use it for a hangout area, or I have some horse jumps up here, so maybe kind of clearing some area to do some kind of cross-country stuff, or just play around with the horses up here and maybe do like a fire pit eventually or something like that. It's a really pretty area. Taking you back around and coming up here, you'll kind of see the top of where the sheep are and then where the horses are too. A little bit of a burn pile going. Still haven't gotten to that though. And this is our 30-year-old man that we love so much, Jet. There is like a little tiny pond right there. It doesn't get much water, so not really sure what's gonna happen with that. Again, some more cleaning up I think will kind of show us what the possibilities could be with that. We've closed off that side of the pasture as the horses really have eaten up most of the pasture pretty quickly. It wasn't maintained for probably 10 plus years, so it's going to take a bit to get that pasture back to really high quality grass. And once we figure out rotational grazing again, I think that'll help. Here's a little section that we're testing our boys on. The temporary fencing, it's not really put up the best, but they don't seem to bug it at all, so it's pretty safe right there. I think we've got a better system in mind though. And this is kind of taking you back on the side of the pig area, and this is our last pond, which I think this one has the most potential. It's just going to take a bit. And thanks for watching.